Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of You Don't Even Know.
Hi.
Hi,
I'm Josiah Brainerd.
I'm Jordan Brainerd.
And I'm the same person I am every week.
That's Justin.
He's Justin. He'll never change.
Yep, just stays the same every week. I did my sweet joke, guys.
You didn't fade it out.
I stopped it.
Jeez.
Remember that joke?
Is that what happens when you get an iPhone? You just keep doing the same jokes?
Yep. Guys, guess what?
What?
What'd you do?
I think I just spoiled it.
I got my new iPhone.
You did?
Which one did you get?
I finally made a decision. I actually made the decision at the Verizon store.
You said, I want to
That's
spend...
usually where those decisions are made.
What should I spend the most money on?
I said, what phone do I want? I could have any phone I want. Which one is it? And I held the S Max, SX 10S Max and the
extra
10S
small.
next to each other in my hands.
So you guys were saying when we did the review that they don't call them the X.
Apple doesn't refer to it as the X.
Yeah, they totally do. Like every single advertisement. I went back and I was like, you guys are
They
so
say
wrong.
X.
It's a Roman numeral. It's the Roman numeral 10.
Like on their website, it says iPhone. Like if you read it, it says iPhone XR,
Yeah.
but it's called the 10R.
It's called the X.
no, it's
It's called the 10. Just like the iPhone 10 wasn't called the iPhone X.
the Super Bowl 50.
Isn't called the Super Bowl
It's called-
XXXXX.
That's what I call it.
It's Super Bowl L.
It's just
What?
Can we cut, Jordan?
X, X, X,
Like-
X, X.
With a knife?
Just 10, 10, 10, 10, 10.
Well, that's the same thing. There's an easier way to write it, but it'll get you to the same place.
Give me your mouth.
Justin's pulling out his Swiss Army knife.
Yes, I have a very dull.
It is a multi-tool.
I'm going to cut my finger and get it taken away from you.
Oh, yeah, give me that right now.
Give me-
Bam, bam. I'm bleeding now. Dad!
Did you get?
So here,
So you got the extra small Max.
I got the Max. I did it. I went big. It's giant.
Mm-hmm.
It actually isn't any bigger than my last phone. The
No,
screen
it's the
is
same
just bigger.
size. It's just
The phone is exactly the same size. The screen is just bigger.
Justin doesn't have the bigger phone.
I can't. But the screen goes all the way top and bottom. There's no chin and forehead, so your thumb span is still more than a Max phone.
Oh, yeah. I can't reach the top. I can't.
Forget it.
Forget it.
How do you what
have
button do you push to get access to the top?
to reachability.
Yeah.
He doesn't even know.
You
You had to
swipe
put
down
your face over there.
on the bottom. You just like do a little swipe down.
There's
on the bottom.
too many sensitive gestures in the iPhone 10.
They
Now?
put the toolbar with all of your most used apps right in the area where you're supposed to be doing all this swipey and.
Well, see,
no,
you guys are complaining about it, but you've never even done the thing that you're complaining about.
No, I
It's
have.
fine. No,
I've played with
And-
iPhone 10s.
and I have, and it's
So
not bad.
go ahead, swipe up for me.
Okay,
Don't look at the phone though.
Well, I have to unlock it first.
Don't look at it though.
Okay,
Don't look at it.
I'm not looking.
Okay.
at it.
Yep. Don't
It's
look.
not gonna.
Now what?
Don't look.
No. Okay. Now type in your code without looking.
Okay, type in your code.
Okay.
You
just
couldn't do that on your last phone.
just kind of look at it.
Just
Look.
kind of look.
Okay, now
Okay.
what? What are you trying to get me to do?
I don't know.
Okay,
Just
well,
trying
this
to-
isn't very funny.
Okay.
Like I can look at my phone to unlock it.
It's just very specific. Like you have to go outside of your mic range.
Well, congratulations on your giant pane of glass.
Well, I probably wouldn't have to go outside of my mic range if I actually pointed the phone at my face. Yeah, it works if I stay on the mic.
So now that you're the most important person in the world,
That's true. You're not wrong. I do have a bigger phone than you guys, so
you do have,
think
you,
I'm
have
cooler.
you have the biggest phone.
I have the biggest phone.
Yeah.
I didn't opt for the 512 gigabyte model. I only got 256 gigs.
So that's only $50 a month.
52.25
So
a month.
for the low price of $50 a month.
52. Two of these, and you got yourself a car a month.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
That's
what it comes to.
congratulations on the phone that's going to get replaced in 2 years.
One.
What? Just get the Apple switch out plan.
That's what I have, but through Verizon.
You
It's
have
the same
this-
price. It's the same plan, basically.
Oh, it is?
But yeah, and after you pay for 12 payments, you can upgrade whenever you want, and the upgrade is
They don't care.
free. They're just
Okay.
like, oh, you want the
Yeah.
new one? Yeah, here you go. You just pay the tax on the upgrade. So it's like for tax on this thing, because you have to pay the tax no matter what. I paid like $130 worth of tax because it's like a $1,400 phone.
That's true.
Yep, it's expensive, but it is quite the status symbol.
I just wish
All of the nerds on the block are so jelly.
So that's not actually true because
What's not true about that?
the nerds do not use iPhones.
Well, all of the hipsters on the block are so jelly.
Okay,
There.
I'll go with that. But
all the know nothing coffee sippers.
today, I don't know if you've ever heard of this brand,
I have not.
but OnePlus just came out with a new phone.
What the
Never
heck
heard
is a
of it.
One
Is that
Plus?
like one of those new Chinese brands that's making decent phones?
They're not actually that new. They came out in 2014,
Okay.
so it's 4 years or 5 years.
So they've had 5 years of
Oh, yeah, the
no
6T.
brand
Look at
So the
that.
recognition.
6T is amazing.
Do
Are you
have
going to get one?
I'm gonna get Christy one.
It's just another
Why-
Android phone. Get her an iPhone.
Why-
Bring her into the family.
Why would you not get her an iPhone if you're getting her a new phone?
'Cause
You're
this
gonna
one's-
pay
This one's better than your phone.
She won't
then
be
why
blue.
don't you get one?
Oh, I might, but I have an iPhone.
Oh my gosh.
I have an iPhone.
You're not going to integrate her into the family. That's like you're.
Why? What's
She has-
You're
I-
pre.
I don't even care. What is better about this phone?
Tell me right now. Give me 3 good
So
reasons.
the lowest one has 8 gigs of RAM.
Okay, the RAM spec
Doesn't
is
matter.
the most useless spec for comparing iPhones to Android
because
Apple's iOS is so
Optimized.
much better.
to just keep
They've
things in the
optimized
background.
this iOS.
It's not.
They did. It's
just
Android.
They
You
didn't
can optimize Android's
it.
iOS.
You can, but they didn't.
It
as
doesn't
well.
happen.
The hardware to software integration of
Is-
Apple is freaking out of this world.
I control
Better than anyone.
every single piece of software and piece of hardware that goes into this device.
Every app
versus
you can't install like with
Let's see.
with Androids. One of the biggest downfalls is that they allow you to install apps just off of the internet, like
Yeah.
not even through the App Store.
Yes.
And that's actually becoming more popular. Like Fortnite is looking at switching out of the Google Play Store and just making everyone download it straight from their website. So when in-app purchases happen, they don't have to split some of that with Google.
Yeah, you don't have to give 30%. You don't have to slice off 15,
So it's becoming
30%.
more popular for apps to be installed just straight off the internet, and then you could. That's just a huge security risk.
It has. What else? Is it?
Download our new app, Fishing Trojan.
Yeah.
It has the new Qualcomm 845 chipset.
The A12 is better.
Yeah, I'm almost going to guarantee you that the A12 is just going to kick the...
It could do 480 frames per second.
Okay.
on slow motion.
on
Okay,
slow motion.
Okay, well,
that's
if you,
true.
if you care about that, the Galaxy Note or the Galaxy 9 or whatever can do 960 frames per second.
Nice.
Jeez.
I know that. I saw that today. I was like,
What is that? You would like watch a bullet
Gal-
come out of
the-
a gun.
The Samsung phones have the highest software failure rate.
I know, but
Out of
if
any
that was like
Android.
a plus for you, then like
No,
that's
no.
not even the best one.
Like if you want to use Bixby as
There's
your
a
digital assistant,
3,700 milliamp battery, which is the best battery
Okay,
on the
again,
market.
it doesn't matter how many milliamps your battery
if
is.
it's such an inefficient device, because you know why they need a huge battery like that? Because they have 8 gigs of RAM running.
and a giant processor. The Apple processor, the A12, is so efficient. It's I think it's technically 6 cores,
Because
but there's what is it? It's 4 like quiet cores, and then it's 2 quiet cores and 4 high efficiency cores or something.
And what this does is it allows them with a smaller battery, everybody listen, less battery size to run
Which-
an hour and a half longer than the previous phone did. That's how efficient it is. So yeah, it just kind of takes a dump on everything.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. When I
Okay,
get
well
this.
you
Please
get,
don't get one of these dumb phones. I'll be
please
so upset.
run.
I'm gonna get it. I've used one before.
I can't believe you're letting your future, your betrothed, your beloved stay green in text messages over 8 gigs of RAM and an inefficient iOS or OS.
And
Mobile
then
OS.
you're gonna have to like learn a new mobile OS.
That's fine with me if she gets a better phone.
Why would you do that?
It's
to
not
you?
a better phone.
You don't even know it, and you're saying it's not a better
I'm telling
phone.
you
Well,
right now.
Everything you've thrown at me does not make it a better phone.
You should get the red phone from Red Camera.
Okay, we'll get there. It has a fingerprint sensor in the screen.
Okay.
That's true.
That is something that Apple is lacking, sure.
Yeah.
But it doesn't
Good.
make it a better phone.
No, I'm not saying that makes it a better phone. It's
Take
cool.
your garbage OS and your fingerprint scanner.
But they've optimized the garbage OS to actually make it into a good software.
That's not really true because
You don't even know.
you can
That's the thing.
only. It's still Android.
But they've made
That's
it
like
a good
saying
Android
that's like
version.
saying I took a Pinto and I put a better air filter in it, so I optimized. But
Well,
it's still
And it's true what Jordan is saying. Android is open source by nature, so you can, and phone manufacturers do take it and add code on top of it, and then that code becomes not open source, which again is a security risk because you don't know what they're adding to your phone, and it's not all locked down and tight, and you could go install apps from anywhere and install viruses on your phone, and that's why there's constantly security breaches with people's stuff on Android devices because
dumb people
it's not as secure.
have a less secure thing.
When your iPhone is locked down end to end. I mean, yes, this is a downside to some people because they want to actually like do weird crap with their device. But when it's locked down end to end from your hardware all the way to your software to the operating system, everything is done by the same people and managed by the same people. You get a lot of extra security from it and a lot of extra optimization when they're like, oh yeah, we want to make iOS 12. Let's make its biggest feature optimizations.
Pretty
so
much.
everyone's iPhone 6s got faster when they upgraded. Like, how great is that?
But you can do that when you control all the different levels of integration.
So in short, yes, you can optimize Android, but
You can't turn a Pinto into a Formula One.
yeah, it's still an open source platform with a bunch of code on top of it.
Yeah. So now you just took a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and you optimized it by adding balut.
So you're
You
saying
just took your sandwich and put a piece of pizza on it.
so you're saying over double the RAM won't do a thing.
I'm
It really
saying-
won't because it'll just waste it on Chrome tabs. Whereas iOS won't dedicate memory to those. Like it'll just let them
I don't think there's Chrome tabs just open.
on the Android phones. You can suck power on sleeping apps basically in the background.
Yeah.
Which is why they need so much RAM. They're like, gosh, my phone's
that's
really
for-
slugging.
It's for gaming.
No, it's really for closed tabs that are just sitting
Like-
there sucking power. I'm telling you.
Watch some comparison videos that people do. Even the positive
Yeah.
Android reviews.
No, I what's that what's the guy's name that does the tech view? The
gosh.
tech
MKBT.
I don't remember his name, but I know who you're talking
It's
about.
MKBT.
He actually chose the
His
one,
name is
Okay.
MKBT.
He actually chose over the iPhone and over the Google Pixel 3. He chose the OnePlus 6.
Don't use. Okay, what you can't use.
I did do my research before I
You
came on the
can't
show.
use the person on YouTube that has every single technological device ever and has a camera setup that's more expensive than a house
But
in
you guys
California
just
right
said
now.
to watch reviews though.
No, you can't believe him because in 15 months, when he doesn't feel like that phone anymore,
Or he's been doing I took 3 weeks with this, 3 weeks with this, 1 month with this, 1 month with
exactly, and then next month he's gonna have a new phone. So, like, he likes it, but he's just
It's like feels cool and fun now.
yeah.
but
And then he's like, this phone really felt cool and now then, but not now. So. And then he just goes flick, and the phone is gone, and it's zero investment for him. But for you, that's $1,000.
and what I
It's
meant
not.
is
See,
to
the
watch
thing
some of
is-
the more
the thing
techie
is,
people
Josiah-
reviews,
Josiah
not
just
just the like
MKBT.
lifestyle type reviews where they're like, "Oh yeah, this phone is better."
the techie people are
like,
actually the
feels
people
nice.
that made it so this phone is popular. It's the really techie people.
Don't get it.
Even if that is the case, why would you want to get your wife the techie people's favorite phone?
It's still Android.
I know, but stop.
It's still that platform.
Stop trying to make her you. Okay, like
What?
just let she be she.
She's not me.
Yeah, no kidding. She has feelings.
And I don't have feelings?
No,
No feelings.
prove it.
But guys have feelings. You have feelings, Justin. You're very emotional.
No, you think so, but I don't.
But you do.
Nope.
You cry often.
I submit that you're only sad if you think that you're sad, and you're only angry. Like if I don't think I'm angry, I'm not angry, right? Like if I don't think I'm sad,
So where
I'm not
where do
sad.
your thoughts come from?
No. Wait, but so thus, my feelings only exist in my imagination. So
But aren't you your imagination?
I'm not my imagination. I am a force field. But because my feelings only exist in my, as soon as I don't imagine that they exist, the feeling goes away. Mm-hmm. Then, like, because you'd say, "Oh, are you angry? Hang on, let me think about that." And if you don't think that you're angry, you're not. Thus,
So, no, that's saying
that's
saying
your
if you have-
feelings are your imaginary friend.
no,
Your
that's
feelings
saying-
are Barney.
if you have zero thoughts
Yes.
all the time.
People that have zero thoughts have lots of feelings, oddly enough. But
No, you're saying, okay, if you don't have any thoughts, you're not going to be angry until you think about your thoughts.
like, for instance, somebody that's brain dead,
Yes.
they have no feelings.
That's because they're dead and they're inanimate.
Okay. Well, there you go. Point proven for me. Hoop, line, and sinker.
But we're not dead. We're not inanimate.
Well, so I could argue that either way. But
What? We're talking to each other.
Yeah, it's pretty clear. We're
That's
not
pretty
inanimate.
one way.
all I'm saying is that if you don't think you feel that way, then you don't. And it's, you don't have, like,
So where do your thoughts come from?
your brain.
Where do your feelings come from?
Your brain.
So, yes, you're right. You have to think
your
about your feelings.
But your feeling is just a thought. It's like, am I mad? No. Okay.
No, we choose.
Yeah, I don't
to
think
let-
you could just think about it and go, am I happy right now?
We can't choose.
Yes, I'm happy, and then all of a sudden become happy or
Well, no.
become sad.
We
No,
can't
but-
choose how to be, but we can choose how to react to it.
Well, but like the same event, the same stimulus could make one person sad and one person mad. So it's all how they imagine,
I've made those jokes
like
before.
inside, but it's all how their psychological analog interprets the information. So it's literally just whatever you imagine that stimulus to be, good, bad, or indifferent. That's what it is.
That doesn't mean they don't
Yeah, you're
exist.
describing feelings.
Yeah, but you're saying they don't exist.
They're imaginary.
No, they're not imaginary.
They're just different for each person.
Yeah.
They're just like if you think Barney exists and he does,
They're not imaginary. They're opinion based.
which is whatever you imagine them to be.
No, that's not
But
imaginary.
it's not like they're like that water bottle.
Saying they're imaginary means they're like they don't like it's Santa Claus. Like it's not a real thing at all. Like
Just because we can't
it's
see
like
our thoughts.
it's like your mom. When you grew up, your mom told you that feelings were a thing, and then eventually you found out they weren't a thing and stopped believing in feelings.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, if you think Santa Claus exists growing up before you know, he exists.
No, the idea of Santa Claus doesn't.
No, you
You
don't.
live out your life as if Santa Claus were real.
Yeah, but that doesn't make
That doesn't make him real, but you still act like
the
it.
idea of him is real.
Yeah, and people act like feelings exist.
No, but if you take a CAT scan of your brain,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Right. And
It's
you-
not like I can take a CAT scan of my heart and be like, "There's my feeling."
No, I'm using brains.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Feelings don't
brains.
come from the heart.
Nope.
The heart just pumps blood.
Everybody listen.
So if you take a CAT scan of your brain and you give it stimuli,
Yep.
it's going to react to that
Yep.
because of
Neurons.
neurons. And okay, if we get it down to like a wiring diagram, let's take a wiring diagram and act like it's your brain and say, okay, this is what your brain looks like, and it's actually electrons, neurons, and everything. Okay, we're going boom, 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 boom. Those are real physical things. So you're saying a feeling in there
Oh, okay.
with neurons firing
Let me explain.
isn't actually physical?
I get you.
Uh-huh.
Okay. what like a dopamine release in your brain is real.
Yes.
But
And feelings can make that happen.
So you're saying
but feeling happy
So you're
is
saying-
imaginary.
so you're saying like hallucinogenics are imaginary,
No, they're real.
not the actual drug, but what happens to you.
But the hallucination.
all the hallucinations
Yeah.
are imaginary.
Yes. No, but they're real. As
But
far
they're
as
real in
as
your
far as
brain.
your perception is concerned, yeah, that's real. So
Okay.
your feelings are basically like I'm saying like
So your
it's a
feelings
giant
are-
acid trip.
Yeah. All our lives were a giant acid trip, and girls have more trips than we do.
Yes.
Okay.
So when dopamine releases in your brain and you feel happy,
Do we know any like scientists? Or?
you
Do
just
we know any get a scientist on the phone?
Yeah.
you're saying that feeling of feeling happy that was released by an actual chemical in your brain being released isn't real. Nobody actually feels happy.
Well, no, the dopamine release.
It is
But-
a happy feeling, just like the hallucinogenics make it so you see things. The happiness of something.
Well, yeah, but
makes
that's like saying those hallucinations didn't happen. It's like, no, those are imaginary. Those didn't happen.
But what you saw didn't happen.
yeah, but you still
the
had
walls
the
didn't
hallucination.
melt.
You still had the happy feeling.
Yeah, in your imagination.
Yeah, you still had this experience.
But
Like
it's
ju-
not imaginary.
Okay, like I can't like when I had a tumor, when I had an 8-pound giant
Tuma.
sticking out of my chest. It wasn't imaginary because I couldn't just
Yes,
be
it
like
was. It was in your head.
I
That
don't
was in his stomach.
I don't have a tumor. But when you go like I'm not sad anymore.
It doesn't work. You're still sad.
You're still sad, but you can control your reaction to being sad.
You go like
Sure.
eh.
Of course you can. You can. Self-control is still a thing.
Yeah. Self-control never stops becoming a thing.
But
Never.
yeah, you can't just tell yourself not to be sad or tell yourself to
look,
be happy.
All
or
I'm saying is that I've said it, so it's settled science that feelings are imaginary.
Unless, let's go back to self-control for a second. Unless you are like,
what if you're in your emotions?
unless you are completely like unbalanced, like medically unbalanced.
Like if you have a huge fight with Jordan and then he proposes to you?
sick burn.
That wasn't medically imbalanced. That's just
so-
normal relationship.
Sorry, that was just like
Melissa never yells at Justin.
she does.
Never ever. But
She's
So when
probably gonna
Jordan
let him
picks
hear
like
it after this episode.
yeah,
I'm just saying, like the fact that you could be like just choose not to think something a certain way or perceive it a certain way.
you can
I
choose-
couldn't just perceive my tumor a certain way. It was there.
and
And you can't just perceive your sadness to go away.
Sure, you can.
but no, well, there's
Your
With
friend
sadness-
makes you laugh. You're not sad anymore. Poof.
with sadness. There's a difference
Yeah,
between
you had surgery. You don't have a tumor anymore. Poof.
but that's,
One is physical. One is emotional. It's the same. There, change happened.
Yeah. And one just you stopped imagining your imaginary friend.
One happened in your brain, and one happened in your stomach.
to be continued.
You know what? I'll take it because Justin didn't feel like he actually like won an argument for once in his freaking life. I'll take that. I'll take that as a success on my end. Dun, 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 dun. Let's move on.
The more
let's
you
get,
know.
Let's get going before he tries to circle back around.
You're wrong.
Circle back around.
You don't even know.
Where did you come up with this idea? What made you think of?
We're moving on.
Josiah doesn't even know.
He does.
True.
Okay.
I just felt like
he
I
doesn't
won.
have
Yeah,
an
so-
open mind.
Yeah, he's closed. You're narrow-minded, Josiah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't agree with me. You have a narrow mind.
Yeah.
That's how 2018 works.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Brr, brr, brr.
you should agree with me more than you're smart.
Are you
Vote blue.
You think you're the smartest, Justin,
Not.
or something?
Okay. I think that I am the second smartest out of the five of us and the most smartest out of the three of us.
What makes you think that?
And I'm probably going to get plenty of hate mail over this, but I would say that predicated upon the fact that my acerbic vituperous vocabulary is far more voluminous than either one of yours.
That's all that makes you smart?
Well, not to mention my extensive college education. Okay.
Well,
All right. I know plenty
whatever.
of people with
The-
extensive college education.
Yeah, let me show you. I can name 5 people right now.
Name 6 more.
Yeah.
I've been. Not only have I had more years of school, but I've had more schooling of different types. I've had more work experience. I've had.
So you're saying you're older.
I've had more work types.
You've had more work types?
Oh yeah.
I've been a cook. I've been a janitor. I've been a.
This sounds like you're just bad at stuff. And people keep firing you.
No, I'm Jonah. I go to work at a place and it crumbles around me. It's bad. I'm like, I put my foot on the boat and it just sinks to the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's not a good record for you.
it's always frightening because now anytime I start a new job, I'm like, oh, this is not going to go well. I'm so sorry. Like I interview, I apologize at interviews. They're like, so what are your qualifications? I'm like, I sink ships. Like, I destroy everything.
Do you have good insurance?
Yeah. Are you okay? What's your
Do you have Allstate?
Yeah. Like your what do they call that? Your layoff package? Your
pension?
golden parachutes?
I don't remember.
What's
what
my
those are called.
pension for this?
My thingy that I get when you lay me off.
Is pension the right word?
My
No.
employee compensation package.
It's when you get fired. There's another word for
Yeah.
it. They mentioned it in like the last episode of The Office. I just don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
When
Oh
Dwight
gosh, I felt like I was about to say it.
when
and then it went
Dwight
away.
fires Pam and Jim,
He fires Pam and
Severance.
it's just so they can get a
Severance!
severance package. Yeah,
Yep. See, I'm smarter than you.
Yeah, I really.
that's all it takes.
you have a better memory of The Office. Like that's a good. So I think we should at the very least all take an IQ test online
I'll take an
over
IQ
the week,
test.
and then next week
Send
when
me
we
an
come
IQ
back,
test.
we'll all take an IQ test over the week, and whoever
I'm gonna code my IQ test. I'm gonna code it myself.
Jordan is just gonna take his
The only
13
one
or
of us
14 times.
that doesn't know how to code very much is going to code it himself.
Jordan
That's
is
how
going
smart
to
I
do
am.
the codes.
I thought it, and I don't even know how.
Yeah, Jordan. I feel like Jordan would actually go so far as to pay someone he knows to code it just to give himself a good score.
That's how smart I am.
Well, he's actually the only one that could financially do that right now. So
I am just going to be the one that goes to the results screen of whatever test we decided upon and Photoshop the screenshot to give me whatever answer.
well, thankfully they usually send you a link to your results.
Yeah.
So
HTML links only.
yeah.
yeah.
No.
That's why you have to code it in the first place. It's just
Yeah.
some garbage website.
Yeah.
And it better have an SSL cert.
Yeah. If
Yeah,
it's
just
not,
so you know it's legit.
Just
that's how you know.
HTTPS
Yeah.
info.info.info.com.
Yeah.
Well, no, okay. So why, like, just based upon that's my reasons why I would say I have the edge on intelligence, because when you go to college students tend to gain between 5 to 10 IQ points during their tenure.
Well, that's because they use.
Why would say you edge me out?
I've had more work experience than you. Not in years, but in
tasks.
skills learned. I would say I've learned more skills than you in my work experience.
I've had to learn InDesign, Photoshop, Illustrator.
That's all
Dreamweaver.
graphic design. I mean, Dreamweaver is web design. I'll give you that. But
I've had to learn how to convince clients how to spend their money,
okay,
which is the hardest thing a person can do. That's like there's climbing Everest,
so
and
you've
then right above
you've
that.
learned how to be your least favorite person. You've got to learned how to be a sales boy.
Whoa.
I have become
Your own enemy.
so. But
And
so you're
I mean,
saying
I
your,
did-
your breadth of skills.
And I was homeschooled all the way through, which on average makes you a smarter person. And I graduated high school younger than you.
I have had the homeschool education that you had, but I read books.
I read books.
I finished them.
Oh, sick burn.
I've finished a
say
couple.
Say it.
You said you've
You
only
finished one. You wrinkle in time. And
When's
that's
the last time you finished
that's
a book?
it.
Yesterday?
Stop it.
I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. When I
doesn't
had history class, I was handed a stack of historical literature and just poured through it.
Yeah. Well,
I would consider myself more intelligent on history.
sure. I'll give you that. Absolutely. I wouldn't argue that for a second. I would say you know more about history than anyone in our immediate family.
I would say I would say I have the edge on English.
Probably. You have a way more extensive vocabulary than I do.
So
Not spelling.
so where am I losing? Science?
Math.
Science, math,
You're going to take me
life
on
skills.
science? I can life.
No.
Better than me?
Yeah.
Better than
Bring
Mr.
it.
Better than Mr. Camp build it, fix it himself?
Yes.
I don't think you guys can life skill
Yeah,
me.
we will have a life off. We will take an IQ test
And then
for
and
our
then,
cerebellum, and then we will stage a life off in the street.
what I want from our listening audience.
I will
think,
life you right in the face.
Oh my gosh. I will kick your freaking pants off in the life skills test.
Do it right
Oh
now.
my gosh. I will own you guys at life skills.
False. I am
At
the
street
most
smarts?
life skills person there is.
Yo, okay.
What I want from our listening audience so badly
Is to tell me which one of these two oogs.
Please send us things to do to test our life skills.
Yes, which orc will I completely school, proving
Oh my
my
gosh.
dominance?
Literally, no one thinks you're better than Jordan or I at life skills.
I will do it, and I will prove both of you wrong
No one thinks
in the street.
you're
will,
the only one in the world that thinks
at
that.
Life Off 2018.
Oh my gosh. Just like
I'm
what
so
do you
excited.
think what life skill do you think you could do better than Jordan and I?
What street smarts are you better than us at? You said history you're better than us.
Yes, and
That's not a life skill.
And that's being better than us at history. That doesn't take like anything.
well, you guys said you were like such the smartness.
Oh, well, I haven't gotten there at all.
yeah, Jordan hasn't even had a chance to. Jordan, why do you think you're smarter than us?
Go ahead.
I started my career when I was 16.
Okay,
So
And
you're real good at doing sound.
you are good at a vertical stack of audio.
that I've managed construction projects, that I've managed over
Oh, don't shh.
X amount of yeah.
Wait, what if people hear you say? They'll know that you have management experience.
That'd be terrible.
Is that so? So basically, Jordan has management experience.
A lot, a significant amount with.
I have lots of management experience. I managed a bunch of summer staffers at camp that
No,
were a
that-
bunch of high school kids that I had to like whip into shape. And
That's
I'm currently
only,
a support
I'm saying-
manager.
I'm saying I made a lot of giant financial decisions.
Okay, so you.
I've never made a financial decision as big as you.
Well, okay. Wait a minute. Can I postulate right there?
Well, hang on.
Sure.
Let Jordan finish defending himself.
Okay.
He's only said like
Sorry.
one thing.
Okay.
And
When did you graduate high school?
I graduated in 2011.
It was
Yeah.
more of a work study.
See, Jordan.
It was an apprenticeship. Really, it was like
oh gosh.
it's an ongoing 13th
So you
grade.
graduated high school at 18.
Yeah, that's
Normal.
great.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. I mean, you're not a derp, so
Yeah.
that's good.
Yep. And then I went straight into my career before that, 2 years before that.
Yeah.
And I've never had to change jobs, just kept progressing in my job, getting higher and higher and higher and
Sure.
higher. And
Now the question being, if this workplace closed, like for instance, because I am Jonah,
Yes.
and whatever I'm like,
you're going to close your workplace.
like, have you ever heard of the piece of literature, the Midas touch?
Trust the Midas touch.
Is that when you touch things and they turn to gold?
Yes, I have the reverse of that, where when I move into a workplace, it decays around me. So if this workplace were to theoretically close, would you be able to go somewhere else
Easily.
and just
With the amount of tasks that I've done and things that I've created and stuff that I could show them that I've done and how much I've managed and how many people I've managed, it would easily be able
Are
to
you
go.
saying you could out life skill Josiah?
Yes.
No,
Josiah, do you agree with Jordan's statement?
I don't think so.
I could out resume Josiah.
You
In a
you can,
second.
I don't know. My resume is pretty beefy.
When I'm close to patenting something, like it's like
Well,
okay, like
Close to patenting something doesn't really go on a resume. I could claim that.
no, but when you've created something,
that's like being guild leader in Warcraft.
When-
like I'm close to patenting something.
that's really weird comparison.
I'm almost maybe gonna patent something someday, guys.
I'm
when
totally
when
might
you've
do it.
created something that you can patent and that people are saying you need to patent this, and
Well, then
you-
freaking do it. Jeez.
Yeah, why are you all talk? That doesn't sound very smart. Your IQ must be really low.
that's what you do when you're really smart. Is you just all talk.
You just
That's why Justin started this conversation.
is
Yep.
because So what
I think
would
Justin has the best resume.
it's got over a decade of
I think you have the most appealing resume. If we all took our resume to a potential employer, I think yours would have the best chance of getting picked.
but I would include my side hustles.
Oh yeah, of course.
I would include that I own a business for the last. I opened it when I was 19.
Oh, yeah. I did forget about your business. Your resume probably outdoes mine. Then I forgot about that.
When you open a business since you were 19 and had it for the last, 6
But has your
years?
business turned to profit?
Yes.
Nice.
Like I mean, yeah. If we were to compare revenue streams of our side hustles,
No one
like-
asks revenue
No,
streams.
no one. No one cares.
No one cares that on a resume.
No one cares. Is this like whenever you see like so I'm on
People just want, what have you done?
I'm on LinkedIn where everybody puffs it out there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is the biggest air barrel in the world, like where everybody just uses all the big words and sprays them at each other. Like it is the biggest love nest where everybody is like, I founded my own company and then we merged with it. And you look at them and they could not be older than 22. And they're talking about how they're like, you have these people who have the videos on like the Creative Circle, and they're like, I'm a marketing expert.
I love when they make the longest job title for
Oh.
like a salesperson at Nordstrom's. What are they called? They're called like
Account executives.
yeah, it's like
customer account representative or something.
when they just walk around, fold clothes,
Yeah.
and put them down just to help people.
But I've seen there are people who they give a video, a talk about how, marketing is so important and everything. And then you look at, and they're 22, which means they graduated college like last year.
yeah.
And I'm like, but why are you talking to me about what is the best thing to do to my business when you don't own a car?
You
like-
still Uber people.
Yeah. Like you have zero ownership of anything and you share an apartment with two of your buddies and you're telling me like how I should be like managing my business's marketing efforts. Dun dun dun. And you have a well-edited video. That just means you're a qualified video editor. Not
Or you have a buddy that is older and
yeah. Oh, that's so frightening to see these little baby faces
or they
just
have,
walking
like,
around.
Hey mom, can you fund my video for my resume?
So what I can't stress this enough, listening audience, please send us just things that you would consider a life skill
Yes.
that we could somehow scientifically test who is better at.
Yes,
You know-
and
you know what we
if
should
I could
do?
if I've ever implored the audience for an email right now, it would be to rank the hosts by intelligence 1, 2, and 3, and then we'll read them aloud on the air as they come in. And I'm probably gonna get just thrown into a sandbar on this one.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna own you. You know what we should do? We should just box each other again.
we should just box.
Well, hang on. I want to say one more thing before we do this. Sorry.
we
What?
we will decide the greatest intelligence through violence.
No, I want to throw out a couple of examples of
A life skill.
what we are considering a life skill that we would test just to kind of jumpstart the listening audience with
Like
their ideas.
home ownership.
Because I'm like real into this. I wouldn't.
Like if you own a home, that's a life skill that you had to have to own that home.
No.
No, you just had more
Oh.
time to get there.
Oh, sorry.
Like when Jordan had to come to your house last weekend to install outlets in your kitchen because you don't know how to do it, I would consider that a life skill.
I did so many outlets in like 45. I did 6 outlets in 45 minutes.
And you don't know how to do that.
I know how to do that.
No, Justin knows how. He just couldn't do it that fast. It would take him about a whole
Okay, so I would say
weekend.
Jordan is better than you at that life skill.
Yeah, it's different life skills
Because
give you
that is
different things.
That is a life skill.
That's home ownership, Justin.
Well,
Being able to
Boom.
take care of your home.
Yeah. You got to take care of the home you buy. You can't have your little brother come and do it all the time.
I know, but I'm like working on the other stuff around the home.
Like what? Like paying people to come and do the floors and
Yeah.
what are
that's
you
him.
doing?
He's working by proxy
Yeah.
through them.
Well,
by
But that's
paying
not
them.
life skills. That's
That's
just
other people
being
having
really good
life
at your job
skills.
and making a bunch of money. But that is not
that's-
specifically you
that's
being good at life skills.
a skill.
No, but so what I do is I paint the walls and
Which is like the simplest thing in the world.
I remember this room got painted by me.
Yeah.
you painted this room?
He painted it blue.
Yeah, and the spackle was just awful. I did bring a lot of my friends over.
Is there
to
3
help me.
layers of paint on this wall?
Probably more.
Yeah, probably more.
I think, remember when it was painted like a sports theme?
Yeah,
It was a
that's
sports
theme.
That's
theme?
still under there.
The sports are under there. And
Gosh,
then it was
I missed that. We should have left that.
we should have left the sports.
I loved
that.
that.
Really had a lot of heart.
Josiah went to camp, and then I took
came
the
back
room,
and it was gone. I was like,
and I painted it,
all of our
Jo-
cool.
Yeah, they
and
were
then
all
it
the
was-
bowling
sport-
pins,
Yeah.
and then I moved him into the closet.
Can you, Josiah? Can you paint Josiah's room sports themes?
I can't because I'm a renter right now.
Can you
but
put stickers of sports?
I could probably put static cling things.
Static clings, yes, or window tack adhesive base. I mean,
Yes.
Okay. I would like if Josiah could have like construction anthropomorphic construction vehicles playing sports.
Build that for him and I'll put it on his wall.
Okay.
Get that for him for Christmas. He'll love the
Just
heck
send
out of
us
it.
out.
Anthropomorphic construction vehicles
Yeah,
playing
like-
baseball.
Like Scoop
Like
and
Scoop
Doop.
and
Yeah, but
Muck
yeah.
and Lofty, all
playing
just like playing
basketball.
basketball.
And
Shoot, Lofty would slay.
yeah. Which,
Justin, if you made that as like a kid's theme,
yeah.
Well, it's all copyrighted, but
no, just in general.
Yeah, just like it's just a excavator.
Yeah.
It's not that one.
Yeah, you should propose that to like Cat or
yeah.
something.
PBS.
And all of the construction working vehicles are all like powder blue and orange.
Like blippy colors.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
that's
all
funny.
blippy colors.
I was like-
with the generic cast of Bob the Builder
Yeah.
playing basketball.
This isn't Dizzy. This is Spinny.
This is spinning.
And instead of Lofty, it's like
Biggie.
no, Lofty's the crane. So
Oh,
it-
sorry,
it would be
Tolly.
like-
Tallest. It's like Invader Zim.
no, Tolly would be the big tower crane that is tiny.
Oh yeah,
It would
sorry.
be Tolly or
So
something.
they
stupid.
just call him like Shaq,
yeah.
Well, speaking of these like big machines,
Yeah.
Sure.
I was driving down the road the other day,
Yeah.
and I was sitting next to Christy.
And then your car stopped moving.
No, that was a different day.
Oh, sorry.
And then I looked at like the big, like these big towers.
Yeah.
And,
you
I,
said,
and
"What
I
are
really
those
wanted to
things?"
go in them. I was like, oh, those look amazing. Like I want to go in them
I want
and
to
just
like
like
climb the side.
I just
of it.
want to like see what's inside. Like
Yeah.
I was like, hey, Christy, do you have like a desire to like go in, like just get inside that big like tower thing
Just walk around and touch.
and just
things.
walk around in there?
Were
She's
you
like,
at Knott's? Like,
she's like-
was that just the
She's like, no,
parachutes?
I have really no desire to do that. I was like, And I was like, so we just go around as men, just like, I don't know if it's just me. It might just be me. Do you guys do this?
Oh yeah.
And-
All the time.
And like, you just look at stuff. And then we
No.
were driving to her house. She was in front of me in her car, and I was in my car. And
What
we
did
see
you
this
see?
big, like, tractor puller, the thing with a bunch of knives on wheels.
Oh, yeah.
Like that giant thing. And I'm like, I want to drive that. And then I'm
That's
looking,
a plow.
and I'm looking at, no, it's like the,
It's probably a tractor with like a
plow.
what's
It's
it
all the
called?
knives.
Like a till attachment.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
like
yeah.
rips up the ground behind
yeah.
it.
And there was a bunch of them attached, like so
Or
many. I
Is
was like,
it
oh,
the knives that like spin?
yeah.
Yeah, that's what
And then,
that is.
Oh,
and then
okay.
she was in front of me. And I
Because
was
if
like,
it was just the sharp wheels, that's a plow.
And-
You're just
and I was like, she has no desire to like do anything with that. She's just like,
leave it alone.
Literally, my goal in life is to drive everything.
yeah,
Like if I see a thing, Like that's why I had my Class B license for a while because I'm like, yeah, I want to drive all the buses.
Yeah.
So I just like I drove buses at camps and stuff for a little. Like I want to drive. I've driven like excavators.
Jenny has
and
no desire to do that.
bulldozers and front loaders and snow plows and dump trucks. Like
Yeah.
I've driven so many fun things, and every time I see like a new thing, I'm like, I want to drive that.
Yeah, like for my job, we had to rent a 80-foot boom lift one time.
Oh yeah,
And on like we clocked out, I was like, okay, hey,
I'm gonna
Hey.
go drive that around.
no. All I did was where it was parked because I didn't have to use it right then.
Mm-hmm.
All I did was raise it all the way straight up and got as high as I could.
80 feet in the air.
80 feet in the air, like 3 buildings up.
Did you take
And I was just looking around the city like,
Nice.
this is amazing.
how many stories is that?
That's
Like 8.
7 or 8, yeah.
yeah.
You're an 8-story building.
And I
On
was
a stick.
in a basket on a stick on grass.
Are you taller than the Walmart?
Oh yeah,
I'm taller than 3 Walmarts.
yeah. The Walmart probably is only
Walmart's
30 feet.
The Walmart's 25 feet.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
It's just the ceiling's pretty far up there in the Walmart.
Yeah, it seems. Oh, yeah. Being 80 feet up is very high when you're in a basket and it's windy and shaky. And I was like,
Did you take a picture?
oh, we took like DSLRs. Like, yeah, it was legit.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Show me.
And I could just like see the whole city. I was like, this is amazing.
Wow.
And it was the best. And I was like, I'm so glad we rented this.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we did this so I could be 80 feet in the air.
Yeah.
You should get a 100-foot boom lift next time.
We'll get there.
Well,
I've always wanted to go to the sandbox in Vegas.
Oh yeah, that'd be so much fun.
It's a place you just go to, and they just say, here are the keys to big, like, Caterpillar diggers and
Excavators.
movers, excavators, scoop and plow, all these guys. And I'm like, oh, that'd be so cool.
and then
Can we
you could,
compromise?
Girls have no desire.
and you could do like you could rent or you could buy a old car to crush with your like bulldozer that you rent.
Can we compromise?
Hey, what?
There's a place in Georgia where
It's not a compliment.
Yeah, that's just much farther.
Oh, sorry. So there's a place in Georgia, and you could ride around in a Chieftain, which is a 62-ton British main battle tank with 120 millimeter main armament.
As long as I get to drive.
Can
we
you drive? Or is it just a ride?
No, you can drive.
There's a different man feeling.
No. They let you drive it with the hatch open or shut. Like you could go full hatch down and just like cruise around in a 60-ton tank.
Can I just plow through a tree? I want to plow through a tree in a
Yeah,
tank. Like,
you
so bad.
you could just buzz and you could pay extra for the car, of course.
Yeah.
And like just let's
Can you
just
shoot
go-
it?
They don't let you shoot a 5-inch piece of artillery
Why?
in the middle of Georgia.
That
Why?
would be so cool.
Can you imagine somebody just raises the ballistic trajectory of the cannon?
Yeah,
and they shoot 25 miles away.
They hit somebody
Just-
in Florida.
Yeah, they're like, okay, over here, you know?
Whoops.
Yeah,
A little high. We
That's why-
missed the hill.
not even checking. You're just
That's why we try to keep the wars off our land.
they get mad at you at the shooting range if you point your gun up. Let alone so I have this piece of artillery here, this artillery stick, and I just kind of spun around and played pinata with my giant cannon. No, they don't let you do that. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness, that'd be amazing.
Can we go to Georgia and do that?
Sure.
I'll do that.
I'll just like sit and be filled with glee. and,
Email
like,
us if you want to fund that trip
Just
for all of us to go to Georgia.
We'll start a GoFundMe.
Yeah, us to Georgia to
the
drive
Georgia
a
trip.
tank.
The
How much is to drive the tank?
I don't know.
Is it?
How much is it, Justin? That'd be amazing. We should do that. How much is it for the sandbox?
I don't know. I never looked into it.
We'll go to Sandbox and we'll play like bumper cars in the Sandbox. Can you imagine the horror?
gosh.
That it's like we'll pay for the insurance. We'll pay the $150 for insurance.
Oh yeah, that's
It's-
what you do in a U-Haul.
It's just like the U-Haul truck. Like I really feel like somebody should do the what is it the
Medicine
destruction
ball.
derby, the destruction derby with the U-Haul trucks.
I wonder how much trouble you'd get in.
Yeah, if you just rented 6 of the big U-Hauls and just played bumper cars with them.
It's called Dig This in Vegas.
Yeah.
I think it changed. Oh my goodness.
I mean that's why rental cars are the fastest cars in the world because you just thrash it. You just floor it, stop hard, turn hard.
So when we go to CES this year and we just take a vehicle, can we just get like something with 12 cylinders in it and just get to Vegas in an hour?
I mean, if you want to pay the speeding ticket, sure.
If you want to get bit for going
Like-
150,
I'll push the gas pedal until we go that fast. I don't mind.
Oh my gosh.
I've gone 130 in my 98 Honda Accord a couple of years.
it doesn't
few years
even
ago.
clock the speedometer. Only stops at 120.
Speedometer.
My 98 or 96 Honda Accord with the V6 stopped at 140.
It did it really? Yeah.
I went 130 in that thing.
Nice.
It was kind of down a hill, but
So
whatever.
I still went that fast.
Yeah.
so
it
Las
happened.
Vegas.
The police officer won't care that you
Yeah.
were going down a hill.
You know what? You cheated. The engine wasn't pushing you.
Yeah, it's okay. You know what? Okay, no ticket for you.
Yeah.
The force of gravity helped.
No.
The Las Vegas Heavy Equipment Playground.
Yes, please.
$169.
Or as we like to call it, the heavy equipment bumper car course.
Obviously.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just get 2 excavators and have like a sword fight with the arms.
He just
I'm
plap, plap, plap.
Heavy Equipment Playground, California.
That's great.
I would like to drive the Caterpillar. Did you guys ever see Apollo 13?
Well, here's what
I was very young.
here's what we can do, Justin.
So Apollo 13, when they get the rocket to the launching area for the Saturn V launch, you're aware of the giant rocket?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They carry that to its launch pad on a pair of tank tracks on a platform that are the biggest tank tracks in the world. And I would like to drive the largest tank tracks in the world at 2 miles an hour.
Yeah, that sounds less fun.
Yeah. That doesn't appeal to me.
But it's
as
so
much.
big. It's like the size of a county.
Have
Like,
you seen
You're
what-
basically driving San Bernardino County.
Have you seen like this old house I was watching the other day when they move
I don't watch
Giant-
old anything.
when they move giant houses?
And they like put it up on
Yeah,
a big thing.
they
and,
put it
like-
up on like 80 hydraulic wheels.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, here we go. We move in this whole house like miles away. And it's just this
They just pick up a house and they move it.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
amazing.
those are cool.
See, I would rather. That
How does it
goes-
not crack in the middle? Would
Sometimes.
would you ride that instead of the excavator? You would just ride 8 hydraulic wheels. They're
Wait,
big.
It's going faster than 2.
No, not really. That's time lapse. They're squeaking.
No, I watched the
When you're
video.
moving a house, whoo! Like the last thing you want to do is have the front wheel move faster than the back wheel, and all of a sudden it's just like,
Just-
oh wow, a
There's the front
Victorian
door.
house from 200 years ago that George Washington slept in 3 times. Like,
Gone.
yeah,
It's
now
doubled in value
sheared-
because now there's 2
Yeah.
of them.
That's funny.
I want to bring, you know how dollar bills are worth a dollar bill as long as you have 51% of the dollar bill? I want to take dollar bills and then like take 30 of them and split them in half, but like a jagged tear so you can't tell which side has more or less. I just want to hand them to the cashier one at a time at a bank and just say, "Can I have a replacement dollar bill, please?" Because they're guaranteed, right? They're federally insured. So I'm just like, and then keep letting them creep. Like start one that's like obviously 50%. She's like, okay, here you go. And then do the next dollar bill and be like, this one. And it keep like waffling on that line where she's just like, how many do you have? I got like 2 cargo pockets full. I got like 2 cargo pockets, 2 cargo pocket units.
About 300.
Yeah,
I'm not exactly sure.
I
of the
definitely
number.
took a paycheck, cashed it in ones, and spent the afternoon like
Carrying these in different
slowly-
ways.
Yeah,
I regret this, but
yeah,
you're here now with me.
yeah.
Gosh, that would be very interesting to see if you could like get extra money out of that somehow.
No, well, it would be user error because
Yeah.
they have to like if she gets tired after the 300th one, then like if I take $300 and I end up with 301 because she's sick of me, and I'm like, oh, you just got written up at work because you netted somebody a 49% dollar.
I mean, how would they know? Do they have like a machine that tells you if it's 51% or more? Like
What you
if
have
it's a really hard.
What you have to be able to do is not be like if you hand them one half, the 51% half, then that has to be something that's enough that the other half won't be able to turn in and get $1 for it, you know?
I thought it was just...
Like you're not, it has to be
Yeah,
enough.
but the difference
so you
between
can't net-
51 and 50, like
that's the rule is
Do they-
51%
how-
counts.
like I want to
This is science though. We need to take
I want to
$300.
build a machine that cuts in a bunch of different patterns and zigzags and crosses and all this different stuff.
Just-
Cuts exactly 51%, like to the dot.
Yeah. They have to give it to you. It's the
And then like,
give me my money.
but bring the other half, the 49% half, with you.
Yeah.
So if they're like, sorry, this one's not 51, you could be like, okay, well, here's the other half.
Yeah.
Fix my $1, please.
Do it right now.
Yeah.
It's
But
the
that's-
most random thing I've ever heard
I'm just
of.
saying, no.
Super random, but I kind of love it like a lot all at the same time.
It's a test, and also it allows us to spurn service people that already work at a bank and hate their job.
I don't know. Maybe they would find it interesting.
Yeah, maybe they would be like, this is pretty. Maybe they'll get into the experiment as well.
Yeah, and they could be like,
Yeah.
I never thought of this. I'm going to go do this at my local bank.
I feel like the three of us should all do it simultaneously at the same bank only because as the line behind us grows, we should do this on payday, a Friday.
Oh, yeah. A Friday at 4:30.
Yeah. Just get in there and just ball that line.
We'll get like 4 other people with us, so guaranteed every teller is just going to be
just
dealing with us for an hour.
and everybody else just sitting there behind the cargo pants crew.
Smoldering.
Like just there's like three construction workers behind, like, come on!
And anytime anyone says a thing, I just turn around and say, direct deposit.
Yeah.
Direct deposit.
ATM outside! Get out of my way!
The ATM doesn't do this for me.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of $50 bills I need to fix.
I need it!
My 2-year-old got into my dollar bill collection and tore them at exactly 51%.
Maybe. We're testing.
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Yeah.
I love that. I want to try that so bad.
Okay, we'll do that. That'll be
Even if we only did it with like $10 bills, just to see, like,
sure.
could you snake an extra dollar bill somehow?
One of us has to be videotaping it while we do it.
No, they're videotaping.
Yeah, they're videotaping, and then we just demand the security tapes.
No, but I'm just going to pretend to be on my phone and tape the thing.
Yeah, I'll just be like,
You
hello?
can't tell
No.
This is my new white iPhone.
Let me just turn my head and point it at the... Oh, yes. Or just pretend like you're FaceTiming,
Yeah.
so you can actually point it where you want.
Hello? I love when people
Yeah.
FaceTime in person. Like,
Yeah.
just like out in public. Just,
Oh, hi! I'm at
hi.
the bank. Yeah. Oh.
and I'm just like, what?
It's the new jawbone. FaceTiming is the new jawbone because now you have somebody just like staring back at you.
Yeah.
And they're usually using the facilities or something.
But
you know,
you also
they're-
hear the other person too.
I know, and it's a conversation that concerns none of you. They're like, yeah, I'm in the bathroom making a stool. What are you up to? Oh, I'm in the bank surrounded by strangers that want nothing more than to punch me to death. Ugh. Yeah, worst people in the world. So pro tip, if you're in the bank, FaceTime your friends. But not the
Speaking
B
of
of A on
FaceTime-
Central because there's zero reception there and the Wi-Fi is garbage.
Speaking of FaceTime,
Yes.
did you guys know that Apple's having an announcement tomorrow?
No.
You guys didn't know that? They're
I
having a
did.
keynote?
Well, they're showing us the new iPad, but whatever.
Well, and probably Mac Mini and stuff.
I really want the new Mac Mini.
Yeah, it's probably going to happen tomorrow.
It
Give
better
us the
be-
Apple Seed. I want my Apple Seed.
It better be like a USB stick size.
No, it's going to be roughly the same size. Or I've heard that they're going to do it Mac Mini Pro that'll be a little taller to allow room for like more better graphics cards
So
and
it'll
stuff.
just look like the trash can. They
No,
just
no.
smash.
All I want is that USB-C nib so I could connect it to my
Just a
external
monitor.
video cards.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want 5 USB-Cs on the back of that thing, and it's just called the Go Nuts. I mean, because then as soon as you could daisy chain the things, the Mac Mini is the best thing ever. And if they're not going to give us our Apple Pie, then I demand you give us our Apple Seed where we could stack them up like Legos and make our Mac Pro. I want the Mac Pro to be 3 minis stacked together. The end.
10.
Done.
just keep
Yeah.
going.
Yeah, that's what I want.
And then you have the Mac
What
Pro
I really,
X,
really want. Yeah.
Mac Pro extra small, Mac Pro extra small.
How much power
Max.
do you need? And then it's just Johnny Ive like narrating while they stack up, you know.
And then he's like, "Wow, we're almost to the top. This is going to take a lot of
Yeah.
courage."
Like they show the old Mac Mini and then next to it, it appears, kind of fades in out of white. That this year's Mac Mini, 3 times as powerful or whatever. And then they show 2 more Mac Minis stack on top of the new one, and it says as powerful as the last Mac Pro, or the last Mac Pro. And then they stack up 2 more, and they're like as powerful as 2. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
More powerful than any computer currently on the market.
You know what they should do?
What?
You know what they should do?
What?
They should just make that. But then next year, when they come up with the next keynote, they just come in and click on another one and be like,
Yeah, we
Yep.
did it.
that's this year.
Yeah.
It's the most powerful Mac to date.
Yep.
An even taller stack. Yeah, that's going to be.
It's
I'm
almost as powerful as the best PC out there.
ready. yeah. Half as powerful as a PC. Mac
Twice the
inside.
money.
Twice the cool.
And you know why it's cool? Because Johnny Ive is saying it.
Yeah, designed in California by Apple. Dun 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 dun. I'm ready. Give it to me tomorrow.
Are you playing the song?
Are you praying?
Is that time?
Is
Are we
it
at
that time
already?
again?
What time is it?
Hooray!
We're over an hour.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
That was a lot of tech talk. Sorry, everyone.
We did yell at each other quite a bit about who was the smartest.
Yeah. So please call, text, or email, or get message us on Facebook with your votes, which will be read aloud while the fan base basically skewers me for.
Mostly, I want ideas from the audience for the life skills test, and we need to find an IQ test website because those are really going to be some empirical data.
Oh, and I would like to thank listener Sarah for emailing us a
yeah.
very thorough email in support of BCC being the greatest evil man has ever wrought
A
upon the earth.
fireable offense in the
A
workplace.
fireable offense. I totally agree. If you BCC,
And we got
it's
another.
for
We got another shirt wearer.
yes,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yep, and
Lynn?
we already sent out our shirts to
Yep.
the people. Nope, no, we didn't.
Yep.
We will be sending out our shirt. We're getting sizes.
Yep.
We're-
We got. Lynn deserves a shirt. Yeah.
Yes. Hooray, Lynn!
He gets a shirt.
You get a shirt.
Yes.
So email us what size you want.
Yay.
Hooray!
I'm sorry.